Good morning. I just read Ezekiel chapter 44. I am back in the garage because Jackie's sleeping in my office. But it's Sunday and it's the Lord's day, so I'm glad just to have time in the Word. This was continuing of that description of this temple. I'm not understanding why we're learning about this temple that has never existed, and who knows if it will. But there's an interesting vision in here of like the priests. There's no high priest. 44 starts with a prince. He gets to come through the gate or through the porch of the gate that the Lord came through, but that gate will be shut. It just shows the sanctification, the holiness of the gate that he came through. You just get a sense of the holiness of this temple. And the priests still have to do the slaying of the sacrifices, which we don't do today because of the New Testament. And there's still priests. God has judged the Levites because they let all those abominations happen and idolatry, but they still have a duty to perform. And he talks about they're going to have clothes that are not wool. They're like linen and, stuff he specifically says that they won't sweat within the holy place, which is cool. And then when they leave, they have to leave their nice clothes there. And that way those clothes are like holy and sanctified. It's just a feeling of sanctification. He talks about the priests being cleansed. They're not going to defile themselves going around dead things, and they'll teach everyone about clean and unclean. And while I was reading this, I've been praying that I would get this job at the U of O. I've been looking at, because I started a job at OSU and we're testing wastewater, sewer water, So while I was reading this, I was getting a vision of what we were testing, and it was making my stomach kind of churn. And I hadn't been bothered by this job at all. I've been doing it for about a week, but I just felt kind of sick about it. And I'm reading about how God's priests are going to be clean. I'm like, I'm looking to become a pastor, a shepherd, and maybe this feeling is God telling me, you're going to get out of this job. I want you to be clean. But I'm so spiritually young. I'm still trying to discern these things, and I think it would be awesome. But I'll keep in mind, that I had this kind of vision, and not like a hallucination, just like I was picturing it in my mind and thinking about it. So yeah, I didn't get a huge amount of gold out of my reading, just some time with the Lord and trying to discern what he's telling me. And it was profitable just to be here and read the Word today. So I'm going to keep everything I've been thinking about in mind, and we'll see what happens.